The chef de mission for the Micronesian Games coming up very, very soon as Guam heads out to the Marshall Islands is the wonderful Sandra Lowe. She joins me right now in the KUM News Zoom room. And we have amazing news, Sandra, because the Team Guam contingent has now been finalized. And so thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Okay, you are going to lead the contingent once you guys arrive to the Marshalls. How many athletes will we be sending over there to fight for Guam and go for the gold?
Right now, we are expecting about 55 from Guam.
Very nice.
So, yeah, so it's not as large as we initially expected, but it's still a good force that we're excited to be able to send to Marshall Islands.
Yeah, and in typical years, because remember that because of that COVID period and everything like that, we had the Pacific Games back in November, and then we had the mini games in Saipan right before that. Now we go right into the Micronesian Games, and then the Olympics is there. So some athletes are even skipping the micro games so that they can get a shot at the Olympics. So yeah.
Right, exactly. And then I think the whole Pacific Games also coming so close to this, a lot of times a lot of the athletes needed time to recoup financially as well. So
yeah,
so
I know a lot of people, they just can't go because they're like, hey, I had to take time off for Pacific Games.
Right. And then the flight arrangements are also very complicated as well to Marshall Islands. So that kind of affected it a bit. But
right. Okay. Yeah. Now so we're sending a 55 athletes. So that's going to make a pretty good Guam representation in the opening ceremonies. How many different sports are we looking at?
Let me look at my cheat notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 sports that we're sending. We're sending, of course, athletics. We've got basketball, which is the 5-a-side, as well as 3x3, 3-on-3.
Men's and women's.
Mm-hmm.
Men's and women's for both basketball.
Yes. Right. Gotcha. And then spearfishing, and we have a female volleyball, beach volleyball.
Very nice. By the way, spearfishing is our most viewed going for gold segment, like right here. You guys check out our YouTube playlist and everything like that. Everybody went nuts for spearfishing.
Yeah,
we have a long history of success in spearfishing.
Yes, we do. So we're excited for them. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the athletes and the federations, Sandra, doing right now to prepare, for the trip, for competition, and to all, go there as one big team and really get in that mindset?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as an athlete facing this event, you obviously start, still maintain your training and making sure that you peak right when you're supposed to peak, and also just staying healthy, because there's what a waste if you arrive and you're sick, right? So I would encourage our athletes to stay healthy and eat well.
There you go. Very nice. Okay, and then what can we as sports fans do to, support our favorite federations, our favorite coaches, and our favorite athletes?
I think just give them the support, the moral support, emotional support, and financial support. That's very important too. So yeah.
All right.
Very cool. Of course,
cool.
Some leave work, for those who are working, hopefully the supervisors would willingly give them leave to attend this. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so that is the operative word, and we'll conclude on that. So, Sandra, final question: when do all the athletes depart, and is it all going to be like one big flight? Because I remember the SPG teams way back in the '90s used to do that. It was a packed flight, but the entire Guam contingent would be on the same plane, and it was awesome.
No, I think each team is arranging for their own flights to the Marshall Islands, and so yeah, they'll all be arriving at different times. I think maybe the 15th or the 16th, depending on what they've arranged for it.
All right, so mid-June coming up real fast, everybody. Sandra Lowe, the chef de mission for the Micro Games now. Team Guam has been set. All we got to do as fans is cheer them on. So, Sandra, thanks as always.
You're welcome, Jason.
All right, go Guam.
Yep, go Guam.
Going for Gold is presented to you by Prime Hydration and C2O Coconut Water, distributed by PDC Wholesale.